Uniform has been around for a long period of times, and also in other countries like Thailand and Korea and Japan, uniforms are considered fashion. In the United States, we don't have that as something to consider. Many students think that uniforms is taking away your identity, but really it's not, because it's just enforcing you to learn, like to get to know someone from the inside instead of judging them from the way they look. According to the New York Times, Long Beach Public School District became the first school to require uniforms in 1994. They are a great example of how successful uniform has. Over a course of years, they made studies on how effective the uniforms were, and successfully it decreased in violence. Sadly, Long Beach Public School District only contains elementary students and middle school students, not high school students. So therefore, public school uniforms should be enforced in all grades, and including high schools, because it decreases the violence, and students are in school more, in class more, and also it's cheaper for the families to purchase. So uniforms decreases violence in school in so many ways. They keep uniforms kind of like a way for students to like treasure their outfit, and like also like school spirit, and students also feel like more united because everybody has like school spirit and we're wearing the same colors because they don't want to leave. According to Keith King, a writer for the Journals of School Health, stated that after a while of doing research, overall school crime decreased by 63% of sex offense, 74% of physical fight, and 51% of weapon offense. So that's indicating that students tend to know where they stand now because they have like uniforms, and to make sure they look nice and be approachable for other students too. And also, like, students like tend not to involve in gang colors because of that. So for example, Sally Lee went to a school where she was teased a lot because of the way she dressed. She dressed more like a tomboyish clothes, and like sometimes she'll come home beaten up because of the way she looked. That could be avoided if like school has uniform. Then she'll have more friends, and they'll get to know her for who she really is. It keeps students in school because students wouldn't be suspended or taken out of class because of the way they dress. According to Deborah Bandera of Education Week, from a 2-year evaluation of a school district where uniform was enforced, a 28% drop in suspension rate in an elementary school, and a 36% rate in middle school had decreased. So that's indicating that because uniform has been enforced, students are more likely to concentrate and also stay in class because they're not being suspended. Being suspended is where you break a school policy or school rule, which is bad. And for example, that include bullying, harassment, or disruption, or even inappropriate clothing. So for example, Emily Sanchez went home many times because of her outfit and the way she dressed. Multiple times. But that could easily be avoided if she was to wear uniforms. Uniforms are also cheaper for the families to purchase because they're not really brand names, and also brand names kind of like distinguish another student and discriminate them each other too. So according to Daphne Moreau of Arizona ABC News, she went to multiple stores to compare the prices of uniforms and to see how much they are. So according to her, Fallis Paratus, their polos was $3.99, Walmart was $5.99, and Target was $8. And for pants, Dallas Paradas, their pants was $5.99 through $9.99, while Walmart was $12.97 and Target was $14.99. So that's basically saying how like Target has more brand names. And because they have more brand names, they're more expensive. Not a lot of family can purchase expensive clothing. So, for example, Haley Brown is a mother of 3 children. She doesn't really have anybody to help her with her kids and raise them. So usually when school comes around, she spends so much on her kids for school supplies and clothes and other things so that they'll be able to fit in with the other students and not be discriminated or bullied because they seem poor. So sometimes by doing that, she's not able to have food in the house for the kids to eat. So to conclude all this, everybody honestly is are on the same social level because of the way you dress. And you're not judging someone from how they present themselves. But then as soon as they walk up to you and you get to talk to them, you'll get to judge them on who they are from the inside. And you get to know who they are and what they like. There are no discrimination because of uniforms. It seems like all the students are united because they have the same khaki pants and the same polos. And also you get more sleep because you don't have to wake up every morning early in the morning, making sure that you'll be able to find your favorite Forever 21 shirt in your basket or your favorite wet seal ripped jeans. You just get your beauty sleep, and when you wake up, you just have to put your uniform on and make sure it's clean. So you get your beauty sleep. Thank you. Oh, it's hot.